Karen's audacity escalated once again when she decided to block my gate with her Audi, intending to host a party and completely disregard my private property. Her plan was simple in her mind: assert control, flaunt her entitlement, and force me into submission by creating a physical obstruction. What she did not anticipate was the meticulous preparation, strategic thinking, and calculated response I had perfected over months of dealing with her escalating antics. It was mid-afternoon when I noticed the sleek black Audi parked diagonally across my main gate. The vehicle's presence immediately signaled not only disregard for property lines but also a direct challenge. Karen, standing nearby with a smug expression, waved at guests arriving for her party, clearly expecting me to confront the situation passively. She underestimated my approach. I began by assessing the situation calmly, noting the vehicle's position, the surrounding terrain, and the potential consequences of any intervention. Every angle was documented via my security cameras, providing irrefutable evidence of her trespass and obstruction. Yet I did not hesitate. Preparation and decisive action were my allies. Karen's party guests began to arrive, unaware that the car's position had inadvertently trapped themselves as well. The chaos she had planned to impose on me now threatened to unravel her own event. I knew that a strategic response would not only neutralize her audacity but also turn it into an undeniable lesson in consequence. I approached the Audi with calculated precision, ensuring that every movement minimized risk while maximizing control. Karen, seeing me advance, attempted to assert authority, shouting about HOA rules, fines, and penalties for interfering with her party. But her words carried no weight. My preparation, the careful planning of the response, and the clear legality of my actions rendered her threats meaningless. Using the RV parked nearby, which I had previously reinforced for such contingencies, I executed a controlled maneuver. With careful positioning and gradual force, I nudged the Audi just enough to free my gate without damaging either vehicle, but in a way that demonstrated dominance and strategic control. Karen's face shifted from smugness to shock as she realized that her entitlement had been entirely countered by preparation and calm decisiveness. As I cleared the obstruction, Karen attempted to escalate verbally, demanding compensation and threatening legal action. I remained composed, producing security footage that documented her obstruction, the trespass, and her attempts to flaunt property rights she did not possess. The evidence was overwhelming, leaving her words empty and hollow. Neighbors began to gather, drawn by the spectacle of the blocked gate and the dramatic resolution. Karen, hoping to maintain appearances, found herself humiliated in public. The narrative of dominance she had intended to project crumbled as the reality of her audacity collided with preparation and controlled authority. Every movement, every reaction, was observed and recorded, ensuring that her failure would be undeniable. By evening, Karen had retreated, muttering complaints and threats, while her party guests, now aware of the drama, began to leave. The blocked gate, meant to assert her control, had become a symbol of her failure and reckless overreach. Cedar Pines residents, witnessing the events, gained yet another clear lesson in the limits of entitlement and aggression when faced with strategic preparation and calm decisiveness. I secured the gate, checked all security systems, and reviewed footage for clarity and evidence. The incident reinforced a simple truth: audacity, when untempered by foresight and respect for others' rights, inevitably leads to consequence. Karen had attempted to assert dominance through obstruction, expecting fear and compliance. Instead, she faced control, evidence, and public humiliation. By nightfall, my property was fully secured, the gate operational, and Karen's audacity thoroughly neutralized. Cedar Pines learned once again: boldness alone cannot overcome preparation, strategy, and calm, decisive action. Karen's attempt to manipulate the situation had spectacularly backfired, proving that even the most audacious moves can be turned against those who underestimate foresight and resolve.